They slot their Vice over to the A. Quick execute.
Famous is in, and okay, nice little peek out from Akame, able to find one, but NC Slasher comes away with 2 kills. Art and Ken both going to be eliminated here as looking for the concussed setup, and HP bars at the moment on the side, up boom, getting lower and lower, but DOS9 able to go ahead and push forward into the tower. Breaks open the site. Now it's going to be on Mei and Jinbung to see if they can try to turn this around. Push under the corner, finding one off-screen. Jinbung coming up with a kill on a Berserk. DOS9 dinged. Both he and Shiro dangerously low. The flank, however, coming through is this scout, and he strikes. Finds the headshot, and Mei holding it to half now. Needs to fight his way out of the 1v2.
One enemy remaining.
Shot to the chest, finding one more. Just the one tap to deal with Shiro. The spot out. Mei down to 10 HP. Peeking in towards Canteen, but now the salvo's cycled back up, buying more time.
He's got to tap
Waiting
again.
on the angle.
Come here to die.
The retap. He's just got to try to hold for this. The swing out, coming through Mei. He pulls off with the defuse. He might have just been able to have it, but now he certainly does not. Has been found. Is Jinbuk. Nice timing. Peeks out, finds one. Hold on the corner, and Kame going to be caught there on timing. Gets away with minor damage taken, but he's going to be able to find that opening kill.
Got to worry about the breach. The fault line, of course, and then the follow-up stun could come from Akame. So him and Art maybe going for a play. We'll see.
Fault line going to be sent. Pretty much everybody other than other than Famous getting caught by that. Famous is going to be taken down. Art, that aftershock placement comes away with that kill.
30 seconds left.
I'm not even sure Famous got hit by the fault line. Maybe another piece of util got him.
Oh, he was out in front of it. And Mei hugging that smoke is able to find one. It's going to be a team ace here. They're going to look to back away, not trying to over-aggress here. Famous, however, storming his way forward in towards Halls. Finds Art. Breach now. Taken down on the floor of the A site. Split open here. 4 booms taking.
Spike planted.
Akame knew. He's looking for a timing there with a concuss, but
Still has a player on that right side flank as well.
yep,
Late
they're
linker from
pinging it.
DOS9.
Yeah, they seem to know.
Gonna have to fight their way out of here one way or the other. DOS9 could just swing off these salvos, but will just be held at bay. And okay, Kim, as well as Mei, coming away with a couple kills. They're still suspicious about this position. The drag across. Jian's going to be able to find it. So DOS9 take it down now. On to Shiro and NC Slasher to try to stave them off. Looking here for the brim, and not able to steady the aim there is NC Slasher.
Rolling Thunder be used this round. Oh.
Oh boy, well, Famous swinging that corner. No one else nearby enough for the Bucky to really find value, so Art will be able to trade that one out, but hey, pushing into the smoke. It's up there by that Sheriff. Ends up falling. Art able to find one up and over the top, but Berserks trades it out. And this round, going a bit sideways here for the side of DFM. Now a 2v3 with a recovered weapon in DOS9's hands.
Shiro got his ult off that plant too.
Kame does manage to find one. Like you said though, Armageddon is available. Flash finding the hit. The swing now coming through. The double face. Zakame chasing in, finding the first. Still though, needs to get the kill. DOS9 swings the corner, gets out around as the Molly just going to be jumping over the top of it. Can't play the paint. Able to ride to the top of the rope. Stun, dodge. Jinbuk trying to find that shot, but it's just whizzing past his ear. Kill not coming through. Orbital strike going to be called in. Try to slow things up, but no catch there for Jian. As Mei now is just out into the open with an op in hand. He's going to get absolutely sat down. Round right now looking very firmly in the hands of Boom.
Well, and DOS9 has the orbital strike. I mean, I think this should be a save angle for DFM.
In the economy, but find a kill. One more for Art would give him a rolling thunder, but the time is just not really on their side at the moment. Need to get a go, make a go of it right now, but then Jian falling. That should put the final nail in the coffin as far as the save call is concerned, but DOS9 out for blood, looking for a little bit more. Swings, makes it even more costly for them. Kame trying to escape, but
Boom had already re-cleared that space.
overdrive popped, and great timing on the swing. Famous taken down. Meanwhile, big push coming through as there's a rolling thunder. Try to get onto the rope. The answer is no. Shiro stunned up just next to it. Meanwhile, it looks like Boom have no idea that this crunch is still coming through from that B side of the map. DOS9 here within the smoke, tucks over to the side. Is able to find one. There's jammed up. Mei his way forward. Shorty, oh, the ride on the rope, and Art just getting a little bit too frazzled. Too many targets, gets distracted. Akame at the same time, however, able to come away with 3 eliminations. Reach DOS9 and Shiro now. Trying to find their way back into this one, and Shiro has fallen. Molly not landing.
Because it allows them to kind of frag. Ooh.
Little slip of the wheel there is Akame. Again though, Quick to reply, finding Berserks. 1 for 1 as May just dashing around, ends up getting gunned down. NC Slasher quickly cleans up the follow-up there.
Are they
Just
getting
that
ready?
hair off. Jinbum goes to the reload. Oh man, doesn't even matter. Famous is just way too fast with it. As May looking to tuck back, relay bolt still finding a connection, and Armageddon crashing across a Kame. It's taken out here. Shiro finds a kill to open up this A site. Famous now over a drop, finds Art, takes him down a dish, no further pressure coming that way, but double drop out from the rope. Jinbum is able to come away with one as Dawes9 will get dropped.
Yeah, good coordination on that drop. Oh,
Couple little taps there. Already had him low, but Jinbum, a great headshot to be found, brings us back into a 2v2. It's a 50-50 here, though. As May diving forward, the shot's now coming through, and Shiro adjusts to collect them both. About further aggression here from DFM, but they're looking for this trap setup. Relay bolt into the fault line. Ooh. May collecting Shiro's head right before he can swing the corner. NC Slasher counter swinging back in. Does manage to find one. As Art almost bites off a little bit more than he can chew. Down to 14 HP, backpedals over towards safety here within the site.
You should run.
depends on his timing from GN.
There's the lockdown sent. Armageddon just looking to dissuade and delay an approach through the halls. Still sticking around now, is trying to escape. He is going to be detained. Saw him make their way forward here though, into the site. They try to go for the plant. Akame drifting across now, gets set up underneath the site. And widely, I mean, now they're kind of screwed. It's just the spike in hand here on NC Slasher. Position completely known. Would have to fight his way out in a 1v4. DFM, they're going to tie things up 6-6 here. Barring an absolute miracle from this breach. Swap to the shorty. First pump going wide. Jinbung's there, boys. They still tore. Oh, looking for the readjust. Jinbung does manage to go ahead and take down one. Meanwhile, back over here at Sand. Sun coming across and Shiro continuing to frag. Turn to the flash, pushing forward through that fast lane. May able to find him, finds another two on the follow-up. What a round from May. Doesn't even take that much damage. 75 health still.
It's just a matter of if you can not let Berserks outplay you here. You're not setting up for a 1v1 necessarily. It just depends on how wide he swings.
Berserk's able to find it, and suddenly the shock will open up that space. As Dawes9 hitting a bit of damage.
Beautiful.
The salvos beautifully placed. Akame don't know exactly where they were going to end up. May puts the card to the use, able to find one. Berserks scooping up 2 kills with that stinger. That's just Akame and Art now. Just the former. Akame tucked here at drop. Shiro instantaneous with a headshot. Shuts down the overdrive. Is able to find Art. Akame tries to fight his way out of this position. Armageddon's coming through, and Akame is doing just that. 3 kills now picked up. As Berserks not in a spot to try to interrupt this. Get the ult out of Shiro. Still are able to find the plant. Potentially keep 3 players alive. This could be a very big swing round here for DFM.
No doubt about it. Berserks has looked good in some of these rounds, though.
Just a triple face out of the map. Still a 3-player stack here at A. Dawes9 eyes trained over towards drop. Famous able to find the shot. Akame going to be eliminated here. Shiro nearly caught at the door, but holding it here for the moment. Dawes9 finding one. Shiro going to be taken out at the same time, and now Spike on the ground. They up over the top. Trying to ride the pathway there, but it's a bunch of damage, and Dawes9 just hits a hell of a headshot at range. Armageddon now sent to try to flush things out. Probably timing a little bit awkward there. GN able to find one, but Shiro quickly trades it back here. Make things as even as possible, finding even more. Tap of the plant, salvo is going to be sent. Orbital strike goes through, and that's GN getting cooked. The spike now dropped here on the corner. The flash through the shorty going to be pumped, and Shiro runs out of shell, so Jinbung able to go ahead and quickly collect a kill. Art scaling forward, looking, trying to find a timing, but Famous with the operator. Sits him down. Now it's 3v4 for DFM to try to defend this post plant.
Still have a relay bolt. This is wise from Boom.
Jinbung needing to absorb this pressure, finds the first, still 2 more players coming at him. The swing, they nearly line up for him. Akame is there, quick to trade it back. Now player advantage here in the hands of DFM as they look to go ahead and elongate this map even further and deny Boom from getting up to map point. Concuss not connecting. Berserk's running out of time. Just widely looking to try to make it costly. Just try to counter shove them back. Relay bolt a little bit too late. Berserk's already gets out over onto the corner. The Kame gets taken down. Sprays back through the smoke. NC Slasher traded here from May. But Berserk's is absolutely taking over the round. 3K before finally being felled. And as the dust and chaos settles, we're into a 2v2. May chipped away at. Needs to wait for that door to shut. Manages to bound his way across the gap, gets over towards the site.
No smokes.
And neither team having them.
Yeah, you can't
Salvo's
cover.
back up for Shiro.
Yeah, you can't cover this entrance for May. That's why he has to stop. They need to figure out what's going on around them. He's afraid when he tries to go towards the site, he's going to get shot, and he's not wrong.
They cut the noise. Can instill some doubt. That's why you see Shiro pivoting back over towards that B site, but eventually they're going to have to try to figure this out and get the spike forward. Shiro just now starting to drift back. The swing on the corner and Famous. Point blank headshot. Jinbung on the floor. Now May asked to do it all. Lands out into the open. Where does he position? Quickly. Looks to try to exit back here into the hall. Just narrowly gets away from the salvos. Tap coming through. The swing out. Finds the first one. Slides back across the repeat. The up and hand and a swap to the classic.
Figure out what's a little bit more clear looking.
Rolling Thunder, a push on the one. DOS9 spotted, stunned up, but still able to just straight forward get rid of May. The attack on the A site getting ready to come through, but the Nano Swarms hold them at bay here for a little bit longer. Thorn's not sent here from Jinbung quite just yet. Armageddon to look to try to interrupt, but going to be complete. But Jen thought he had a tiny little gap available. That is going to be a costly mistake. The swing out from rope. DOS9 able to find one. Jinbung going to be taken down. Art at range. The Stinger still able to find one, but he's only got 4 bullets left in the mag. And that is not nearly enough. Salvo's getting placed down. DOS9.
And you've got all coordinated for picks for some of these players.
Salvo's getting placed down. DOS9. It's a massacre here in Maine. 2 kills found. Entry power taken away as May and Jinbung both eliminated. It's going to be the orb grab here for Akame as they go ahead and pivot across over in towards mid. Stars set up. Worth noting that Astra, not something that we commonly see at all on this map anymore. Is okay, Famous looking for a timing out on Cat, ends up falling to the wayside. So solid headshot there from Art. Brings us back into a 3v3, but NC Slasher, right as I say that, goes ahead and resecures player advantage. Art with a third though. Oh, to be damned. This guy's a ghost gamer. A 4K, potentially on for an ace. He's disconnected from the rest of his other player, I should say, as Jian slowly creeping his way across in towards Market, nearly getting caught off guard. Backpedaling frantically. No, plants his feet. Ends up dying. Shots from behind now. Art, his position noted. Give it up. The swing over to the right-hand side, and Berserks gets the Red Bull clutch. Fifth in the pistol, makes up for it here in the bonus. Not going to fall for the fake out, but Famous is just absolutely insane.
Oh, my God.
Another one. A heater of a headshot. 2 players on the floor. TP's over. Does he have a third? It's against May.
He's smiling.
He's feeling it. Shearwalt.
Oh,
And we'll go ahead and separate them here for the moment.
boo.
Tucks into Pizza. Does this get red? The answer is no, and Famous hits him in the head. Oh, boy.
You got to save.
Yep.
I don't. It's gonna be. They're gonna go for it. I mean, DFM doesn't have anything to lose in the sense of, you know.
Yes.
But this should be a save.
I swear.
30 seconds left.
Famous, if you just timing shot him to a smoke and get another one.
Wouldn't shock me.
Woo. What else do I say?
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
10 seconds left.
He's gonna get another one here. I swear. Yep.
He's got a 4K. Shots over towards May. DOS9 out from Wine, able to find one. Jen going to be taken down. Or trades it back. Armageddon now. They sent here for anything that they can possibly get. Jinbung getting nice shot. Shiro does snipe out May, though. Looks for a little bit more. Thought for a second he's going to be able to find that transfer. Berserk's last one standing. Just the outlaw. Both players, obviously, pretty much any damage would kill. Whether he uses this weapon or scoops up another one. Sees holds him in place for the moment.
Spike planted.
Prowler scouting nothing. Just a double stack set up. Now they're separated as they go for the swing out. Just Jinbung here. Behind the generator. Swings in the flash. Not going to connect, but nor do any of these bullets. Launch over the top. Looking for a timing off of that. Gets the ping reveal. Tiny a bit of damage through, and Jinbung will be able to find the headshot. Famous though, repositioning, shifting back over towards B main, finds the shot, swaps to the classic, and time is just not going to be there.
10 seconds left.
These three players just having to plant their feet, stay tucked. He flashed up. One's backward, and then it's just out into the open. Berserk's able to collect that. As a recon gets a ping out onto two as well. Every twist and turn. Everything being taken here out of their hands. The Kame does manage to stabilize, finds the kill there on the Famous, puts the op on the floor for the time being.
Shiro watching from deep, though. Prowler's not going to check him. So if they were trying to go and scoop that sniper up, plus they have DOS9 up at top mid, I mean, DFM has no hope, and they know it, of trying to upgrade a gun. May just have to try to brute force their way through.
Akame.
Okay.
Brute force indeed. Wins himself another kill. NC Slasher on the peak. The headshot coming across. Slow tuck and creep here from Akame. Looking for that fourth, but they need to clear out Shiro quickly. And there's going to be an Armageddon as well. Just painting the way in. Akame just managed to find the shot. Sight now opened up. The plant can come through. About a second and a half to spare, but Famous around from the back. Jinbung, you're never able to get out of that position. Does end up getting taken down, and now the mask is on. Dimensional drift on the prowl. Spotting out May. Salvos flying over in his direction. The flash connecting. Tries to tuck back here around the corner. He goes for the exit. He's out into the open. And it's just a firing squad. DOS9 still sticking around here as the smoke is going to dissipate. And it's going to be GN put down.
Well.
Okay. Making a go of it. A 3v2, Akame at 30 HP. Spike getting ready to get planted as the Prowler able to spot one, but Jinbung going to be taken down. Shiro immediately breaking the window.
Spike planted.
Plant is in. May disconnecting back over in towards main, checking around the flank. Not sure where Berserk's is at. A 0 point here from Akame could tell all, but he doesn't want to give up the position.
Has the fragment too.
Scanning ahead.
Dart not locating him here. May catching a glimpse, trying to keep eyes trained on him. Try to keep Akame protected so that he can try to go for something, but it's being watched. It all comes down to May now. The time on his side, dashes across, gets him off the plant. Swings back out for it, but the time is not there. DFM, they win the round, but it costs them everything. Okay, just gonna be a peek out of the smoke. Shiro able to find Art at the same time. May, the shorty swap, but he's just surrounded. He doesn't even know it. DOS9 up over the top here. Such an off-kilter spot that would have been a good idea to try to set up. Okay, the Haunt, I was going to say the Haunt into market, but Jen does manage to go ahead and swing around to find DOS9. Looking for the concuss, gets the setup hit. Shiro taken down. Jen pulls off the angle for a brief little moment, but the Prowler goes through. Notes him. Seems like they want to try to fight out. Able to find one more. NC Slasher now. Caught here by the Seas. Couple shots coming his way. Salvos at the ready. One towards alley, one on the stairs. Concuss, no bounce, no hit.
Like this wrap.
Yep, working against him. Like you said, the wraparound is looking damn good. We got there at Boats. Tien with a 4K.
And
oh, okay. Well, May, look at up the tempo. As he goes ahead and slices and dices too. Famous and DOS9 both taken down. May absolutely rapid with it. Looking for the fourth, goes to the repeat. Gets the damage in, but doesn't end up falling. But my God, what an effort to get DFM well poised to close out a fourth round here on the attack. Berserks now needing to do absolutely everything, a 1v4 to get that 9-3.
He's just waiting for that lurk, but it's going to maybe show up just a bit too late for him to really have the ability to care. He has to start making his way forward. Here comes Jinbung.
And there you go.
Nice combo play. Oh my god, man.
Hey. Finds a second across over at Tiles. Shiro even taking a bit of damage. Jinbung gonna eat the entirety of that shock dart though. And now suddenly, we're into a 2v2. Go swap out here for Art. Sprinting in from behind. Gonna wrap all the way to Gelato. Get this approach in from main. Spike now planted. Jien just with the classic here at Heaven.
Got to find good timing.
It's a double stack setup here in Hell.
If you can read this, you got some salvos.
Spots him out.
Do it.
I think he wants to wait. Try to get a setup here. Concuss to try to lock them in perhaps. Either way, both players able to escape. Time now starting to work against DFM in a big way. Swing around the side. Art looking for that second kill. Finds the first. Runs out of bullets. Dawson to push forward. Into the smoke! And once again!
They're finding their moments. Oh, speaking of, Berserks.
Storming his way in through tree. Famous doing the same out through main. Hunter's Fury going to be sent. Jien tucking away here into the smoke and just getting spammed out. He's able to find one. Dawson swoops in from behind. A headshot ding onto Art. Into the spray down finish. Jinbung now a 1v4. The door shut in his face. Break of the window to give away the position.
God, what a turn from DOS9. Gets behind Jien. I mean, they knew they had Jien in that smoke because of the Hunter's Fury, and he's just so ready for that Heaven play.
He's just got to go on a save here.
Yep.
He's at least going to try, but DOS9 in position. Swoops out around the back. Spots him on the exit, re-peeks, and Jinbung does get taken down. Art still situated here with the Guardian. It's May frantically spraying through the smoke. He's looking for any kind of contact he can get. Art on the peak. Spotting with the concuss. Not going to connect. 8 bullets remaining here in the mag. The first one going across. Lines it up on the DOS9. Eventually does get taken down, but the spike is now dropped away from Berserks. Still with an opportunity to deal some damage, but won't be able to find it. Akame with a nice headshot. I'm Famous has made his way into boats. Bit of damage onto Akame. Fragment to try to delay, but May going to be taken down here. Able to find one. Art spraying across. Comes up with 2, but now the return fire. Still looking very solid. It's just Jien making his way across from the A site. The KO bleeding out on the floor. Fast res if he could get it, but they'll know the position and could spam 4, but yeah, cannot make it in time. So now a 1v2 to try to prevent Boom from getting up to match point.
Could use your util to either cover or clear the boat's position. Opts to make sure that A main is under control. Gets a little damage.
Full shots towards Famous, but does he read this behind the box at all from DOS9? He's very low. He's looking for it, but turns away. Tucked into the corners, the Steel Garden going to be invested. Berserk's looking to take their weapons away. Famous finding Jinbung. Art on the floor. Akame can only fight back for one more, and now it's just Jien. The headshot will get dragged across as DOS9 finds the final hit.